An IRS, or interest rate swap, is a financial derivative contract in which two parties agree to exchange interest rate payments over a specified period of time. In an interest rate swap, one party typically agrees to pay a fixed interest rate on a notional amount of money, while the other party agrees to pay a variable interest rate on the same notional amount. The fixed interest rate is typically based on a benchmark interest rate, such as LIBOR, while the variable interest rate is usually based on a reference rate, such as the federal funds rate. The notional amount is the hypothetical amount of money that the two parties are exchanging interest payments on, and it is used solely for calculating the interest payments. The purpose of an interest rate swap is usually to allow one party to hedge against interest rate risk or to obtain a more favorable interest rate than they would be able to obtain through other financial instruments. For example, a company with a variable rate loan may want to exchange its variable rate payments for fixed rate payments to protect against rising interest rates. On the other hand, a financial institution may want to exchange its fixed rate payments for variable rate payments to take advantage of falling interest rates. Interest rate swaps can be customized to meet the specific needs of the two parties involved. The terms of the swap, including the notional amount, the fixed and variable interest rates, and the duration of the contract, are all negotiable. This flexibility allows interest rate swaps to be used in a wide range of financial transactions and hedging strategies. There are several risks associated with interest rate swaps, IRS, that investors should be aware of. Market risk. Interest rate swaps are subject to market risk, which is the risk that changes in interest rates will affect the value of the swap. If interest rates move in a direction that is unfavorable to one party, the value of the swap will decline. This risk can be hedged using other interest rate derivatives such as options or futures contracts. Counterparty risk. Interest rate swaps are bilateral agreements between two parties, and there is a risk that one party may default on their obligations. This risk can be mitigated by using credit derivatives such as credit default swaps to transfer the risk to a third party. Liquidity risk. Interest rate swaps can be illiquid, meaning they may be difficult to sell or unwind before maturity. This risk can be managed by selecting a contract with a liquid underlying asset and monitoring market conditions closely. Basis risk. Basis risk arises when the interest rate index used to calculate one party's payment is not exactly the same as the interest rate index used to calculate the other party's payment. This risk can be minimized by carefully selecting the interest rate index used in the swap. Reinvestment risk. If interest rates decline, the fixed rate payer will be receiving less interest than they could have earned by investing their money elsewhere. This risk can be managed by considering the opportunity cost of the fixed interest payments. To manage these risks, investors can use a variety of financial instruments and strategies, depending on the specific risk and the investor's risk tolerance. Options, futures, swaps, and other derivatives can be used to offset market risk and liquidity risk. Credit derivatives, such as credit default swaps, can be used to hedge counterparty risk. It's important to seek advice from a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions involving interest rate swaps. Thank you for watching and see you on the next episode.